So job cuts and the direction of oil prices are just some of the issues being discussed by energy leaders at the annual must-attend conference for that sector. Brian Sullivan has more now on that gathering. It's called the IHS Energy CERAweek. It's in Houston.
Houston, the oil capital of America, but this week, arguably the oil capital of the globe. Thousands of industry insiders and executives are gathered right here to try to understand not only what has happened with the price of oil and gas, but where the industry is going in the months ahead. This time at the conference last year, the price of crude oil, $100 a barrel. I asked Dan Yergin how the mood of the conference has changed since then.
A year ago, the mood was that the oil price was going to be $100 a barrel, and that was the new normal. There was a lot of concern about costs at $100 a barrel. Now I would say the mood of this conference today is gritty realism and a recognition that it's cyclical.
And the reason so many have gathered here is because you've got top-notch speakers, CEOs of the biggest companies in the world. Case in point, BP CEO Bob Dudley. We caught up with him and I asked him how he sees the oil market playing out over the next year.
Well, I think it's lower for longer. Don't know how long. Several years is absolutely a possibility. The U.S. is increasing oil production. The rigs have come down from 1,600 operating rigs onshore in the U.S. to 750, and yet oil production keeps going up.
Price is obviously the hot button issue here. Where is the price of oil and gas going to go in the months and quarters ahead? But the other hot topic here, really twofold. Iran, but also crude oil exports, and whether or not we will see the export ban from America lifted. I asked Dan Yergin what he thinks.
I think that there is a sense of forward motion on it, and is it going to be simply eliminate a ban that's 40 years out of date, or are they going to kind of do some regulatory jujitsu to continue to be able to get some more out?
And of course, the other question with that is, if the crude export ban is ever lifted, what would that mean for the oil industry? What would that mean for the price of oil? This is an industry that is in a bit of turmoil, but the oil industry, a notoriously optimistic one. So as you might imagine, almost everybody we've talked to thinks the price of oil will be higher in 12 months than it is today. For Nightly Business Report in Houston, I'm Brian Sullivan.